Okay. So, there he goes. There he goes. Look. Oh. Okay. So, did you come up with a username?
I did not. I don't know. I got Peyton's username, but I don't have mine yet.
So, are you going to make a username?
Yes.
So, when are you going to have a username? You are like so discolored. Are you dying? You're fucking dying. Not you. Okay. So, what the hell is this? You have like purple fingernails from your purple hair.
It won't come out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, what we were going to talk about today was we were going to do an iPhone vlog on all of the updates and just kind of talk about current phones, kind of what everyone's been using, kind of where everyone's at on like the budget for current phones and not being able to do like payments and stuff like that. So the first part of it was we were going to talk about older versions of the iPhone and usage. I was on the iPhone 6 for a little bit, and I mean it was still pretty good. It's just the battery is the problem. As far as like the updates and you know being able to use current apps, like that's okay, but like if you're going to go lower than the 6, like it's just there's no point if you don't have you know access to a charger all day or like battery packs. It's just really hard to keep a good battery going basically and to try to actually use it for like Pokemoning or you know like anything like that. It's going to be kind of a challenge. So as far as like downgrading, I would honestly say like the 6S actually has a less battery life than the 6 because of the 3D touch, all of the like fingerprint sensors, like all of that stuff. So the 6S Plus and up, I would say you're pretty safe as far as battery. We currently have the 6S Pluses. She is the rose gold one. I just have a regular silver one. You can edit that out.
Yes, you can.
So I just have a regular silver one with like a case and a pop socket, but unfortunately her case will not let her have a pop socket.
Weird material that will not let anything stick to it. Apparently, maybe I have to super glue it or something. I'm not sure. I don't know.
But yeah, we basically we've been having really good luck with the battery still. She does Pokemon Go. She's got a couple battery things that she could plug hers into, like portable batteries.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, hers dies. All right.
Hello again.
Oh my god. Okay, so as I was saying, her phone dies a lot faster because of like the Pokemon Go.
And it's older. I've had it for over 2 years now, so.
And your speaker's like, it's had ketchup and cake and a whole bunch of shit on the phone.
Just don't do it.
So, as far as like the 6S Plus, one of the things that we did want to talk about is when that one update came out that Apple was kind of in trouble over. The update for 11.2.3, I think was the one that Apple got in trouble for and got sued over because it slowed down their phones and they were having issues with battery and all that kind of stuff. I didn't update to that one. I think, did you update to that one?
11.2.3?
I think so. Wasn't that the one?
Yeah, I'm on 11.2.5 right now. I haven't updated to 11.2.6 yet, but I've heard it's better. I've heard the battery's doing better, so I'm considering it. But then there's, I guess, some issues where like the battery bar was disappearing, like the whole like battery little.
There's mixed
button.
reviews on it. Like some people are getting okay with it, some people aren't. One of the things that I did notice though is like when I was on my iPhone 6S Plus and then I went to the iPhone 7 Plus, just with all the extra features like the 3D touch, the camera, everything, my battery was dying a lot faster. Even with like all of my background app refresh stuff shut off. I even shut iCloud off to just update on Wi-Fi. Like I went through and did like a lot of battery saver options and I was still getting better battery on the iPhone 6S Plus than I was the 7 Plus.
I do love my 6S Plus. It's the pink one. It's definitely dirty and gross right now, but definitely it's my favorite phone I've ever had, ever.
So one of the things that we were looking at that we did want to discuss is she was reading recently that the 11.3 update was saying that there's more battery options to, I guess, go over to like control your battery, and you read about it. So.
Yeah, it's like performance updates where you can, kind of like how Android has, like where you can change it to performance for if you're sleeping or if like you're using certain apps, or you can shut it off more individually as opposed to just like one individual like whole thing, I guess. So, which will be nice for performance wise. Hopefully it'll help my battery too, because I know my battery kind of sucks. So I'm hoping it will help. But I know I need a new battery. 2 years is too long to go without replacing battery. So
yeah, I know on the Samsung series, like on the S7s and the S7 Edges, one of the things that's nice is in their performance part, it does say like there's like a max battery save, a mid battery save, and then like there's just like the regular battery performance.
It just sounds like something like that is what's going to happen.
And so with the Samsung, when I had mine, I would keep it on like the mid battery performance. I would shut off all background data. I would make sure to like shut off a lot of apps from sending notifications. Just like kind of went through and made sure to like shut a lot of like extra running stuff off. And my battery would last about all day. So that would be nice, especially for the iPhone, just because Android and iPhone are so different. They're like two different sides to a coin.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to actually have a battery operating feature on the phone to be able to control how your battery is.
Right.
So one of the other things that we were looking at too was the concepts for like, there was, I've seen on Snapchat here a month ago in their little news stories that they had talked about coming out with the iPhone XC. So it was just like the 5C, but instead like they were going to do the same colors for the XC. I don't know how
pink and green, like it was really cute. You can like insert a picture or whatever for it if you want to.
I don't know how I feel about the 10. Like I just don't like the button and like not having a button.
It's changed too much. Like with these, this is like the old trusty regular like.
Even with the 7, like even though the button's there, it just doesn't feel like like it's there.
I feel like I'm gonna break it when I play with it. Like,
even the 8, like they have the touch sensor on like how sensitive it is to like click. To me, it still doesn't feel like a button. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, like, I know they want to upgrade and they want to make better concepts for, phones and they want to expand. But in my opinion, I think they should have different types of, like, ideas. Like, I think they should have a business idea that's strictly just for, like, using, like, Microsoft Office, connecting with your peers, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They should have an outdoor phone, that has like Gorilla Glass, waterproof, a really good camera for viewing videos, like compass, GPS, all of that for like outdoorsy people. Yeah. And then I think they should have like, what did I call it? Like a girly hip hop pop phone. Yeah. Where it's kind of just like, pretty and like pink, purple, green, mint colors.
A better camera for Instagram, like a better selfie camera.
Yeah. Like just maybe like selfie lighting like on it, or, like I think they should like expand into like different ideas.
How much that gets a closer angle now even?
But anyway, I think they should expand with kind of more ideas on, the iPhones, kind of get better concepts, just kind of be more open to different ideas, not just one set thing. But like for the 11, I haven't seen any concept videos for that yet or pictures. I'm just kind of worried, like they're getting rid of the button. And like I've noticed in a lot of like reviews and a lot of forums, people are complaining about the button. Like even on the 7 Plus, people are complaining that they don't like the feel of the button and how it just doesn't click like the older ones. Like you don't hear the click click like when you're clicking.
That's like confirmation to me that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's no big deal to some people, but it's been there for so long, like from the beginning that like. I mean, the 3 had like a curved in button, the 5C had a curved in button, no fingerprint scanner, and then like the 5S, they had a 5 and a 5S, they had a fingerprint scanner, and so the button was clicky. Like, that it's just like Samsung. Samsung's button has been the same. Even on like dumb phones, like their button's been the same. Like to me, I don't think you should change something that's always
it's working.
Yeah, that's always been a thing. Like I don't think you should change it. So, do you have any more comments on iPhone?
I don't know, just I always recommend it to everybody that I talk to that I just love my iPhone. It's good for like older people because they're not so difficult. Like they're easy to work. They're way easier to work than some Android phones. So I just love my, I have like a million notifications right now.
I've come back to like iPhone like 50 times with like the 100 phones that I've been through over the past couple months. Like I've always been coming back to like iPhone. It's just like the cameras are clear, the voice quality's clear. Like one of the things that they were talking about was they've kind of cut out the 16 gigs for space. I didn't have an issue with it, but I wasn't like, hey, be nice. I wasn't like all over the place with my apps though. Like I wasn't like taking a lot of pictures. I didn't have like a lot of music, so I wasn't all over the place with my apps like other people were. So that's one of the things too is, you know, I did have some pictures, I did have some videos, some music, some apps, and I would still have like 8 or 9 gigs left. Like, you know, she's got the 64.
Yeah,
I have the 64 now.
Right now, I have over 5,000 photos, and I have probably over 100, 200 videos, a whole bunch of music, and I still have 39 gigs left of space on my phone. And that's even with all the preloaded apps. I have Facebook, I have Snapchat, I have all sorts of stuff, YouTube, I have like tons of stuff on here. And with, like I said, 5,000 pictures and a couple hundred videos and a couple hundred songs, and I still have like 40 gigs basically out of space left. And I think anything above, anything less than 32 would be fine for me. But I mean, some people use more, a lot of people use less. So like 128 gigabyte is just, I think, too much storage. And then they're supposed to do upwards of like 300s and
like I could see that like
stuff, but
if you're doing that for like say like your kids or whatever, like as like a quick like here's
or if
my
it's your
phone.
business phone, maybe
Yeah.
if you're saving documents and stuff, like that could be another reason why. But for like regular people who would just use their phone for social media and stuff, it's kind of crazy. But I definitely.
Well, I could
16
see
is too
like
much.
like maybe if
Or too
like
little.
if you were vlogging on your phone,
Yeah.
or maybe if you were like taking like a lot of pictures, like of outdoorsy, like you were like someone who went hiking a lot, or you know,
Vacationing or traveling. And
yeah.
stuff too, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Or you know, you have like a lot of events that you do. Like I know a lot of people now are using the 8 Plus for photography, for professional photography. So I mean, I could see. Well, do they have 256 yet, or is it only 128?
No, I think they have 256 now.
I was
too.
gonna say that would
I
be
think for at least
perfect.
the 10 they have 256.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. If
I was
they
gonna
do.
say that would be perfect for like photography, just
Yeah.
because like that's a lot of space
That's a lot,
to
yeah.
like use for your personal
There's
pictures.
some laptops that don't have 256 gigabytes of space on them.
Mine's got 1 terabyte on it,
Yeah.
but it's very rare. Like it's very hard to find like a good laptop or good.
Isn't
you
there
know,
a phone coming out that's gonna have 1 terabyte of space? I thought we were talking about the other day.
I know there's a Straight Talk phone right now that can upgrade to 1 terabyte
Yeah.
on the SD card. I just
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if they would have like 1 terabyte of space actually on the phone.
Right.
But yeah, as far as like this phone, I'm happy with it. I know a lot of people are upgrading to the 8. The only thing that I'm scared of with that is like the glass back. Like that's what I'm freaking out about. Because like, I mean, at least with this one, yeah, it's metal. You know, I've never gone without a case. But like, at least if you drop like the metal one, you don't have to worry about like glass breaking or,
Yeah, just on the
you know,
front.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a 4 on my phone where I got ran over by a car. And
I remember
it
when
had
the 4s came
the
out and
glass.
you could do like the colors in them with the Sharpies and like have the colors.
That was
like,
the coolest thing. It was like the coolest thing ever. Mine was like, mine got ran over by a car, still worked. It was just shattered on both sides. Like, it was totally fine.
I've never actually dropped a phone and broke a screen.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
and
the
like
worst
even with my
feeling.
4, like it was in like a case. Like I never took it out of the case. So like I don't know. Like I know others that dropped their 4 and
I had a phone that
like,
I dropped at work once. It was like sitting way up high and it just like the truck plugged in and I hit the cord, bam, and I